Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. My name's Lucas, and we're sharing our hobbies here on 38 acres in eastern Kentucky. And today, I have another solar power station that I want to share with you guys. Now, if you have followed our channel, you know that I'm kind of obsessed with these little solar generators because I like to have quiet electricity up here on top of our hill where we have no electricity, but we have our sawmill shed, we have our cabin, we have all these places that we're hanging out and spending our time, and we need some electricity to charge camera batteries or run equipment and whatever else we might be into. So these are a great way to do that. But we have tested a lot of these power stations, and some of them have performed great and some of them didn't last very long. Today's video is introducing the AllPowers solar generator. And we're just going to tell you what you get when you buy this, what the specifications are, and kind of a little bit about the company, and share with you a discount code where if you're interested in buying one, you can save 10%. And that discount code is Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead. Now, this particular solar generator is a pretty good value for its capabilities because you can actually get a 400 watt portable solar panel with it for about the same price of what a lot of the other power stations are selling for without any solar panels. So it's a pretty good price. Now, I just got this, so I can't tell you that this is going to be the best machine you can get your hands on and that it's going to last forever because I don't know that. But if you're new to the channel, be sure and subscribe because I will follow up and I'll tell you whether this is hanging in there or whether it's not. I'll let you know how it's performing, and I'll tell you a little bit about how we use these. If you're not familiar, we have an outdoor cabin that is pretty well sealed up, and so it's indoors, but we took our portable solar panels and mounted them permanently on the roof of our cabin, and we've been using them for a year with another setup that we have. And so we kind of keep people posted on how that works. Well, I intend to do the same thing with this setup because I need more solar power on my sawmill shed. So I'm going to take these portable solar panels and mount them permanently on the roof of my sawmill shed so that I have more capacity to charge my units, and I can also torture test them that way. Now, I will tell you, these are not designed to be used the way that we use them. We pretty much expose them completely to the elements, and then we let you know how long they last. So sometimes when these give out, I don't necessarily entirely blame the company because we're putting them to the extremes so that you can find out just how well they're going to hold up if you're going to be using them in a similar atmosphere. Because, you know, a lot of times when we want this kind of solar power, we want it to take it camping and use it in the outdoors, and it's going to be out maybe in the rain and those sort of things. So we want to know just how rugged it's going to be. But for those of you who are looking for a good option to keep inside, to be prepared when storms are coming, and you can run your freezers and do all of those things, this is a unit that's going to do that. And honestly, all of the units that we have tried would hold up pretty well to that. Probably not going to have too many problems with those power stations if you're using it in that manner. To begin by telling you what this power station is capable of, this is a 2016 watt-hour battery powered station. It has a 1,000 watt max charging input capability, as well as 2,500 watt max output with 4,000 watts of surge power. So if you have a table saw that takes more wattage to fire it up, but it runs at 2,500 watts or below, you can power it with this power station. This also has USB-A, USB-C ports so that you can charge things like your phone or batteries for your cameras, those sort of things. This also can be charged by plugging it into the wall with a 15 amp input max. But when you are using it, the AC output is up to 20 amp circuits. And you can see, of course, we have 4 regular plugs here, and they are the 20 amp style plugs, so you can plug the sideways plugs in and everything. You also have this RV plug, which is a 20 amp. Now you have DC output right here, so you can plug in to those as well as your USB ports, USB-A and USB-C. Now, this solar panel plugs into this with an XT60 type of cable, but it has conversion so that you can hook up to several other styles as well. So your solar panels have these male and female standard type of connections. But then you've got conversion cords. So you have the DC 5521 as well as the conversion to 7909, I think that one is. The only thing I don't see included is a connection so that you can hook to the Anderson type of plug. Now I already have some of those, so I'm going to be able to use that as well, and you can pick those up off of Amazon. Now this is also expandable so that you have 2 ports where you can hook additional batteries, so you can maximize the total watt hours of storage that you have here. So that's pretty handy. We want to do a couple of things here. First of all, we already have some solar panels installed on our roof, so we're going to test and see what kind of input we're getting from those. So of course we have a really cloudy day, so we're not really testing how well this thing will charge in these kind of conditions. What we're doing basically is just testing that it works and is compatible with other products. So we use these male and female connections to convert to that XT60 plug, hooked it in here, and we're pulling 12 watts of charge here off of our 200 watt panel on the roof. Now we had the 400 watt panel out there and it was charging at about 38 to 40 watts. So the efficiency of that panel, that 400 watt panel, is pretty good. I think it's rated at 19 to 22% efficiency. So let's go ahead and plug in our lights. We'll go ahead and turn on our lights. Okay, so right out of the gate, 458 watts of output, and we have all of our lights running. Now, of course, for us, one of the real reasons why we like these solar power stations is because we need extra lighting when we're filming, but we can't really run a gas-powered generator and have all that extra noise because sometimes, you know, we're running the sawmill and other things, and so the more engines we have running, the less you can hear what we're trying to say. So it's nice to have quiet power to light up the sawmill shed so that we can still talk and film while we're working. So this AllPowers solar power station it seems like a nicely made unit. Everything seems well constructed, but of course, time will tell how this is going to hold up. So be sure and follow our channel so that you can keep up with how these power stations are doing. I'm planning a big head-to-head review where I talk about all the different brands of power stations that we have tested and the positives and negatives about all of those. So if you're interested in the AllPowers power station, click on the link down in the description, and when you check out, use code PeaksPeak and you'll save an additional 10% off on this whole setup, which includes the 400 watt portable solar panel. And it's at a pretty competitive price. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, getting to check out the AllPowers power station. Until next time, be sure and get outside and enjoy God's creation because it's beautiful out there. Y'all have a good day.